Hi everyone and welcome to June Faves and Fails. There is a lot to cram in this video, so we are going to get straight on with it. This is the video where you're going to hear about all of my ultimate faves and all of my ultimate makeup and skincare failures that I've been trialing out both on and off camera within the month of June. So if you're new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload new videos on YouTube every single week and I would love it if at some point in this video you're enjoying what you're watching, you consider clicking on that like button, the subscribe button, and also the notification bell. Let's dive straight into the news. This will be a bit of a reminder for most of you, but for some of you that weren't aware already, a bit of added information. There is a list of discount codes that are at the top of every single description box. They are there for your use. They are linked to specific websites which are noted within the description box. If you shop at those websites regularly or intermittently, it is definitely useful to input one of those codes to try and get yourself a little bit of extra discount. Sometimes you can get discount off the discount sale that's already on that website, so definitely worth your while. Exclusions do apply, so not every time it's going to work. Some of them are UK links only, but definitely worth inputting them just in case. Just wanted to remind you about them because they are always there and the list keeps getting added to as I get approached by brands with offer codes for you all, so definitely check the list out. And another bit of added info for you, Refer have restocked their hydration cream, so if you've never tried it before and you've wanted to try it, or you've tried it before and you're getting down to the end of your tube like me, it is now restocked. It's back on the website and it's once again on the pay what you want scheme, so you don't have to pay the full asking price for this. You can pay whatever you decide, which I just think is just bizarre. What company would do that? Refer, that's who. Just wanted to make you aware. I will link it in the description box. Let's talk about the fails, and I need to brace myself for this because I have a lot of opinions in this category. There have been a couple of products that have really disappointed me this month, and I'm trying to restrain myself and be as kind as physically possible. These just should never have been released to market because they're just not up to scratch yet. They could be brilliant, but they're not. The first one is from one of my favourite brands. This is the brand new mascara from LANCOME. It's the Hypnose 8. I tried this for the first time on camera. You saw my first impression face, which was a little bit confused. It just didn't quite hit the mark for me. That's putting it kindly. This is a serum mascara. This is what I've been asking for forever. I want a mascara that's going to be kind on my lashes, but still volumize, lengthen, and give me that va-va-va-voom that I need from my lashes. Yeah, this isn't it. This is just a mega fail. Doesn't really do anything other than deepen the colour of my lashes. Apparently you're supposed to sort of pump this 8 times or something. Have I dreamt that? I'm not quite sure. I may have dreamt that. But regardless, whether you do this or not, it doesn't work. It just doesn't. It just doesn't coat the brush very well. It doesn't coat the lashes very well. Some of them are covered, some of them aren't. Some of them are separated, some of them aren't. And that's probably because this just doesn't add any volume to the lashes whatsoever. So I'm just constantly coat after coat after coat. And that's not really what this mascara is for. If you love this and you think it's the best thing ever, do let me know. What am I doing wrong with this? I just can't get on with it. It's not like my lashes are full of oil or product before I apply it. I just don't know. Major confusion here. I don't like it. I don't think it's any good, and it's seriously expensive to boot. Such a shame. It should be brilliant. It should be amazing, but it's just not. I'm trying to figure out what words I want to use for this next product. You all know I'm a huge fan of Beauty Pie. I love the brand. I love what they stand for. They are all cruelty-free. A lot of their products are vegan. I'm not sure if it's 100% vegan, but I know a lot of their products are vegan. I just love the concept. So I was really excited. It's coming up to summer. I'm researching a lot of their new arrivals. I always like to try them and give you my opinions. Usually, I love them. There's obviously going to be certain products that people don't get on with. I mean, I love LANCOME, I don't love all their products. I love Chanel, I don't love all their products either. There's going to be those products that just aren't for you. But I didn't think you could go wrong with a nail polish. And this went seriously wrong. Really wrong. This just doesn't deliver on any of the things that it's supposed to deliver on, and it is such a shame because look at the shades. They're just beautiful. They scream summer. They're just vibrant and just punchy and fun and playful, and they're just me to a T, and then it just all went wrong. So the problem comes with this shade. This is Neon Kiss, and it is an electric orange. I've also got the shade Panama. I really don't know how to pronounce that. I will put it on the screen for you now and you can have a go. This is a juicy raspberry shade. Beautiful. It's this one that I was drawn to. You all know I love an orange. Anything orange or green, I am there. But yeah, this takes at least 3 coats to be opaque on the nail. And it says that it's a super shiny finish. It is not. This is matte. This has more of a satin matte finish, and I don't like a matte nail polish. It's just not for me. I wouldn't have minded if it said that this was a matte nail polish, you know, a coat of top coat over the top, it would be shiny. But it didn't say that on the website. It said that this was supposed to be super shiny, and it's really not. Really isn't shiny at all. This one is. This one, I think it must be a little bit of a misprint on the website, but even if they got the finish wrong in the bump on the website, this still isn't pigmented enough. It's a beautiful consistency. It goes on lovely, but you need a lot of this to make this opaque, and that just isn't on. I mean, I'm talking my way around of this as I'm talking about it, because these do dry down incredibly fast, and yet not too fast that it goes gloopy on the nail, which, you know, I like. But yeah, it's I don't know. I was disappointed. And I don't like being disappointed, especially when I think I'm going to love something. The Beauty Pie nail polishes usually are amazing. Some of the Beauty Pie nail polishes I have are very similar shades to the shades that I have in the Chanel formula, and I reach for the Beauty Pie ones over the Chanel ones all the time. These ones aren't going to be like that. So you may have seen me mention in my drugstore better than high-end video the other day, these beauties. These are from BARRYM and they're $3.99. Now usually Beauty Pie products really hit the mark for me because they're affordable prices, but they're luxury products. This just didn't do it, and these cost £10. I would go for the BARRYM ones every day of the week. It's a shame. But these were going to feature in my favourites category. I no longer need to do it because I've just mentioned them. They are amazing, they are high shine, and they are super long lasting, and you don't need 3 coats to make them opaque. 2 is enough. You may find 1 is enough for you if that's the way you like it. 2 for me, I'm out the door. Another fail, and this is the final fail in this video, and then we are going to run onto more joyous pastures. This is from e.l.f. and it is the dry brush cleaner. I really wanted to like this. It's a really good idea. I've seen other more high-end versions of the same product, but because this was super affordable, I thought I would give this one a go. This is for your eye makeup brushes. So especially if you only have 1 or 2, when you're dipping into multiple shades, once you want to dip into another shade, your brush is still coated with the previous shade. This is so that you can rub this on the top to clean your brush so that it has no more product left on it, so you can dip into whatever shade you want to next. So, you know, it's a good idea. The problem with this for me is that I use expensive brushes. I only like to buy brushes once. I really look after them. I clean them well. This is very, very coarse in here, and it pulls the hairs out of my brushes. It damages the end of my brushes, and I would just much prefer to just wipe it on a tissue and move on. I don't see the problem with a tissue other than you are throwing this away and you can wash this and use it again, which, you know, again, really good idea. Unfortunately for me, I'm just not willing to put my brushes through it. I like these too much. Let's move on to the favourites. The first one I want to mention, Commodity sent this to me in PR. Really, really excited to get my hands on this. I'm going through a little bit of a fragrance journey at the moment. I love my fragrances. I love trying a new fragrance every single day, but I love the concept of this company. So first of all, you get a little, dropping everything, you get a little pad of these perfume triers. I guess you spray them on the end, and you can write your thoughts on those. You can sniff them throughout the day before you try them on your skin, and I think that's really, really clever, so that you can figure out which one you want to try first. I really like a lot of these. There are a couple of them that aren't for me, but one of them in particular, really, really excited by, and I am going to get my hands on the larger version. So the reason I like the concept of this so much is, and I'm holding it upside down and I have been doing all the way through, apologies. So there are 6 fragrances in total. So although there are 18 in the box, there are only 6 fragrances. You try the fragrances that are in the middle, and then you find your favourite, and then you decide what sort of potency you want. So there's a booklet that describes all of the notes that are within all 6 fragrances. So once you've found your favourite, not everybody wants the same level of fragrance. Not everybody wants everyone to be able to smell them before they enter a room. I personally do, but not everybody is like me. So these ones here are the expressive ones. These are for the people that like people to smell them when they're up close, but you know, don't really want to intrude on their space too much. These are mine. These are the bold fragrances. These are the ones that you smell me coming before I've even arrived. And these are the ones that are far more subtle. They are lighter. They are for you. These are the personal fragrances. So once you've tried the set, you can decide what level of potency you actually want to smack people with. Now, I did say that I've fallen in love with one particular fragrance, which reminds me of a very expensive fragrance, but for me, this one's better. Not only is it more affordable, but it lasts longer on my skin, and the top notes don't just evaporate into the air, which the really expensive fragrance, within half an hour, you can't smell it on my skin. I have to spray it all over my clothing for it to be noticeable. That is their new fragrance, which is called Milk. So Milk is a marshmallow fragrance enhanced with mahogany wood and tonka bean. The cold milk accord adds a cooling element to an otherwise rich and warm fragrance. This screams of almonds to me. It is so, so different to any of the others. I just adore it. I just love the concept. I think it's really, really clever. On to the next favourite. I think you would have all found it a little bit strange if this wasn't in my faves and fails of June. This is the Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer in the shade Medium. I also have the shade Light in this as well, which is equally as beautiful. I like to mix them together. I'm not going to go on about this because I have a video that is solely about this product. I will point you in the direction of that one, but I love it. Really long lasting. lasting on my skin. I like it under and over foundation. I like it as contour. I like it as bronzer. What's not to like? It's affordable. It's amazing. Moving on to another favorite, which has wowed me beyond belief. This is the NIRA Skin Non-Fractional At Home Laser. This won the Current Body Customer Choice Awards in 2021. This is supposed to smooth and improve the skin, help build collagen, reducing wrinkles, lift hooded eyes. It's primarily for around the eye area, but I do use it on the hoods of my eyes as well, and also around my mouth on those laughter lines. And you get a 90-day trial if you buy it from the NIRA Skin website. So if you don't see results, you can return it and get your money back. Now, that's proving slightly difficult for those of you that wanted to try this and you're in the UK, because the shipping is quite expensive. I think somebody said it was £45 just for the shipping. Now, you are getting a 30% discount if you buy it from the NIRA Skin website. I'm not quite sure if that makes it slightly better and still cheaper even with the £45 shipping charge. However, if it doesn't, this is also sold on the Current Body website. I will link it in the description box for you if you want to get your hands on it, but just be warned, you don't get the 90-day trial if you buy it from the Current Body website. I've seen great results with this. My mum is still using this, so am I, but these are my before and after pictures that were taken a couple of weeks ago now, so I've continued to see really good results with this. This is supposed to be pain-free. I don't think it's pain-free. It's very, very hot on the skin. You don't have to have it at full capacity, so you can lower the strength of this to make it more comfortable for you to use. I have it on 3, and then when I'm using it around my mouth, I up it up to full whack on number 5, because I just think it's more manageable on number 5 around certain areas of my face. Another thing I want to mention is I think this is more painful depending on how hormonal I am. So that's another thing to bear in mind. Sometimes I can up the strength of this around my eyes to a 4, sometimes even a 5. Other times I'm like 2 is as far as I can go. I just cannot cope with this today. But it's definitely an amazing device, one that I would recommend, and I know a lot of you have already been using this for months now and love it as well. So yeah, I love it. So I've just been looking for this next product absolutely everywhere. I have stuff dotted around there's a box of stuff here, there's another box of stuff here. I tend to have all the things that I use really regularly in little boxes or dotted around my room. Turns out I actually put this one away. Go me, being tidy and all that. This is the Yves Saint Laurent new skin tint. I just think this is the perfect quantity of coverage versus hydration and glow. So beautiful. Myself and my mum have gone on about this, so I'm not going to wax on for too long in this video, but for me it's long wearing for a skin tint. I would say at least 8 hours on me, so I just don't think there's anything not to like other than that this is not affordable. So I've spoken to a lot of people about this and not one of them has got a negative word to say. It's got that sheen on the surface that's really dewy but youthful. It doesn't look sweaty, and if you find it looks a little bit too glowy, you can dim it down with a little bit of powder. So yeah, I love it. I really, really like it. So does my mum. Has to feature in this month's favourites. By the way, that's gone in a box. It hasn't gone back in a drawer. I will put it away later. I will. I would love to be able to hold up the next product and be able to show you at least the packaging. I can't do because it's in the possession of my mum. She didn't take it this time without asking. She's done really well, hasn't she? Well done, Mum. I actually gave her this. She loved it so much. I gave it to her. It made her smile, made me feel good. What can we say? She's my mum. I love her. So this is the Amanda Harrington Body Mousse, and it is lush. It's got a price tag to match, but even my mum, who is quite frugal when buying products, said that she was going to go out and buy this because the price tag was worth it for her. It was just so lovely on the skin. This is a tanning mousse and it goes the most beautiful shade. There are 3 different shades to choose from depending on your skin tone and your preference. We've gone for, I think it was Golden Honey. Was it Golden Honey? I can't remember. I'll actually put the shade in the description box for you, but it just was stunning on both of our skins, and it lasted an incredibly long amount of time. Effortless to apply, had a guide colour, and very little fake tan smell. Bonus. This is a new product that I've been trialling out over the last few months. This is Revita Brow Advanced. Now, I have tried Revita Lash before and had so much success with it. The only reason I stopped using it was it started to make my lashes a little curly. They got that long. They were just unmanageable. So don't kill me, but I actually snipped the ends off my lashes and started again from scratch without using the Revita Lash. So although the product works, it's great, it isn't for me anymore. I wanted to grow out my brows. My brows were really sparse, especially in these center portions here and right out towards the edge. And I have my brows laminated now because that's the way I like it. I also have them slightly tinted, although only slightly. This has also helped though. It's really helped grow back the hairs right at the start of my brows, and it's also helping to grow back the overpluckedness of the outside wing of my brow as well. Really great. Not everybody is going to have success with this. I've heard positives, I've also heard negatives, but it's worked for me. It's a really nice applicator, little bit of a little spongy bit on the end, which is very, very easy to apply. The serum-like consistency product on the brows before I go to bed. Once a day is all I need, and it really has worked. I can't do this video without mentioning these two products. I really didn't want to like this because this is like £51. It's from Chanel and it's the Water Fresh Complexion Touch. I loved this when I first tried it on, and I thought it was going to be one of those products that I would possibly wear for a little bit and then fall out of love with. Not so. I can't get enough of this. I've not got it on today. I wanted to apply it, but I'm trying out something slightly different, so I've not got it on, but I'm missing it already. I just love it. It is the right level of coverage for me. It's the right consistency. It's a little bit of a faff having to break all the beads on the back of my hand or, you know, between my fingers before I apply it. I'd rather not have to do that, but I really, really like it. I just think it looks stunning on my skin. It's the right level of glow. It just smooths everything out. It's a very youthful finish. Love it. I mean, I did say during the video where I reviewed this product, and if you haven't seen it already, I will link it up here for you, that if push came to shove, if I could only have one of these, I would go for the blush. I have the blush on today. Oh, it is really beautiful. It's got that just skin-like glow from within look to the skin. The shade that I have in the Water Fresh blush is the shade Warm Pink, and I am on Friday of this week going to go and pick up another one of the shades because it is divine. Once again, I just want to briefly mention another couple of products that featured in my drugstore better than high-end video that was only like 4 days ago. So if you want any more information about these, I will link the video up here for you and also in the description box. These are lovely. You are getting masses of value for money with both of these because they are both really beautiful. The consistency of the products, the wearability of these, the longevity of these, just stunning all round. The first one I want to talk about is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Matte Bronzer. The texture of this is stunning. It has a matte finish, but it's not overly matte. It's not flat matte. It's a really natural matte. And because of the matteness of this, it's really smoothing. It's really airbrushing on the skin. It blends out really beautifully, even though it's quite punchy on the pigment. Oh, just silky, silky soft. Love everything. Great longevity to this. Lasts all day. I've got two shades, one slightly warmer than the other. So the shade I have is light in 250, which is slightly more of a warm undertone. And then my favorite is 300 in light medium, which is a slightly pinkier undertone. Just glorious. Moving on to the L'Oreal Signature High Shine Colour Inks. I have the shade Be Captivating in 305 on my lips today. Just lovely. And then the one that I had on in the Drugstore Better Than High-End video was 301 in Be Determined. These are long lasting. The consistency of the product is super, super thin. So you can have just a wash of pigment on the lip if you want to. The applicator is lovely, but they are pigmented enough that if you want a completely opaque look like I have today with the shade Be Captivating, 2 coats and you're out the door, and it's still perfectly comfortable on the lips even with 2 coats. This feels creamy and nourishing, as well as it being creamy and hydrating for the lips. This is completely non-drying, it lasts a long time, really shiny, and I just love it. Bit of a newbie that I've been trying out for the last couple of weeks. This is from Victoria Beckham Beauty, and it's the Satin Kajal eyeliner in the brand new shade Olive. This is dark enough so that everybody wouldn't really notice that you have a green on your eyes, but it's different enough to just add a little bit of something extra interesting. And people will look at you and think, that's really, really pretty without it being too in your face. This is also very, very movable. So you can blend this out. Why is this not focusing for me? There we go. You can blend this out really, really easily. It's got a smudger on the other end, which you can quite easily blend this out with. And it's just got the nicest finish, really creamy, pigmented, just, it's not let me down yet, and I just think it looks lovely on my eyes. And finally, I just want to touch on the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blushes. These are so beautiful, girly and fresh on the cheek. They add that inner glow from within look. They are lovely and they are punchy in the pigment, so don't apply too much of this. Some people say that these are a little patchy. I have not had that experience at all. They're super affordable. They're really nice. They don't leave an overly tacky feel on the surface of the skin if you apply the correct amount. I just can't speak highly of these enough. I just think they are just beautiful and great for summer. When I'm wearing these, I don't feel the need to wear a highlighter, because if you apply these quite high up on your cheek, they just catch the light at the right moment and act as a blush and a highlight combined. So you're getting double for your money and it's already affordable. I'm just going on now, aren't I? I'll shut up. So that's it for this video. I really hope you found it helpful. Do let me know in the comment section what products you've been trialing out over the last couple of months. I'd be really interested to know which ones are your favorites and which ones not so much. Hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.